Hello and welcome to Matchday Live. I'm back in the Christmas jumper, which I'm very excited about. I didn't think I would be. And as you've just seen, we do sit here in masks. We literally
I didn't forget I had it on. It's fine.
This is Kath. Hello, Kath.
Hello.
And I'm Liam. And right, we are talking about today's game in the Papa John's Trophy, which doesn't mean we get loads of pizza, unfortunately, against AFC Wimbledon. Should we go straight to the lineups? Let's do that.
Let's talk about the team.
Okay, here we go. There we go. So Simon Eastwood in goal. Since Stevens has taken his role in the first team during league games, that's not a big surprise, really. The back four are looking very different. So from looking at interviews that Robinson has given, are we thinking Hansen at centre half with Moore, forward at right back, and Josh Ruffles?
Yeah, I think looking at the players that are in that 11 today, obviously it's always in number order when we receive it. But I think we'll see Jamie Hansen. He certainly played there before when he was at Derby. So I think this is if we're going to say that he's potentially cover for the centre-back positions, which Carl has said, then this is the game. I'd rather see him tonight probably than chucking him in a different game. So, and with our limited, you might say, centre-back options previously, before obviously with Grayson boosts it a little bit, but only came in late in the window, then it gives us just another body in there. Yeah,
so you've got McNally, who can play centre-half or left-back. Grayson, obviously, you've just mentioned as centre-half cover, so Sam Long. So we've got a bit more versatility there across the back four.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, Long has done brilliantly when he's played in there, but it's probably one of those players who's played a lot of minutes so far and deserves a rest. And it's probably between him and Ruffles, really, as to which one gets the rest. You don't want to change too many of that back four, especially with the keeper changing as well. And I think Longy played in the last round, so it's probably his turn to have a bit of a rest. And
because he's had quite a busy season for someone who's been on the fringes for so long. And I think everyone still looks at and goes, God, he's a kid coming through. He's not anymore. He's 24, 25. So
yeah, he's a stalwart now.
Yes, yeah. And then in central midfield, you've got Alex Gorin, Liam Kelly, and Mark Sykes. Good to see him back.
Yes, Sykes is one of those players who can do things, I think, on the ball that probably no other players at the club can do. He maybe has drifted a little bit too much. That might have been a bit of a second season syndrome of coming into professional football. But I mean, the gaffer's bigged him up quite a lot this week. He's been chomping at the bit since he's been back on the bench for the last few games. So I'm looking forward to seeing Mark in the middle as well. A few times he's played wide and he does well there, but give him that spot where he can have a bit of a roam and pick up pockets of space. I'm really excited to see him get a chance there, and I really hope he takes it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Similar sort of thing with Rob Hall. He tends to show himself quite well, but would love to give him as much game time as possible.
Yeah, I think it's playing time for Hall. He's had so long out over so many years. We saw with the free kick in the last round, he can perhaps be having a quieter game and then all of a sudden pull something out of the bag. You always know Hawley's got that in him. So these games are great because obviously they're giving us a chance. It's obviously decent prize money in there that nobody would turn down, potentially a trip to Wembley, but also a great chance to get players who need this time but still getting that mix right.
Which brings us really nicely on to Sam Winnell, I think.
Yeah, Sam's definitely one of those players who needs time. I think we're seeing it. He's probably a little bit further away as he's come into games than perhaps the coaching staff wanted him to be. So these games are massively important for him now to show that he wants to be ready when he comes on. He's there, he's fully fit, and hopefully we can finally see him get on the score sheet tonight. I think when we do, we'll see more from him as well. We're so close on Saturday. Yeah,
absolutely. And then Shadipo, I think a big stage for him in his career where he was sort of left wing with Abita went because he's done so well, but all of a sudden Barker's come in and he's got to now, no, I want to keep hold of the shirt.
Yeah, and it's that competition. You have to have that in any squad. You can't say we've got a brilliant 11. You have to have that all-round competition. And yeah, I think Shodipo staying, obviously for the rest of the season is great. But he's probably further along in his development, I think, than we probably expected him to be when we brought him in at the start of the season. But now he's got that competition, a little bit more, still young player in Barker, but a little bit more a player he can learn from, and they can push each other, hopefully.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Okay. Let's get rid of the graphics so you can see that the players are out and they're warming up. A few new signings yesterday, and the first one to sign was Joe Grayson.
Joe, transfer deadline day. How do you feel joining Oxford United?
No, I'm really excited about the prospect of joining. I think it's obviously a great club. The manager plays really good football that I think suits me, and obviously you only have to look at the last 7-8 games of how the team are doing and the quality of players that are here.
There are connections as well. Craig Short knows your family. Chris Short knows you. Everybody knows your family, don't they?
Yeah. I've known Short for a while, and obviously passed down to Dad. He's known him since I was a young kid, so yeah, there's familiar faces here and should help me hopefully settle in really well.
It's been an amazing weekend for your family, hasn't it?
Yeah, no, it has. I think obviously it's been frustrating the past few months, but then within a couple of days we've got to move here, and Dad's just got a new job, which is good.
Is this your first loan?
No, went out to Grimsby a couple of years ago.
Grimsby, which is up to the north. First one down to the tropical south. You look out the window there, sun is shining, it's beautiful out there. The first loan sometimes, the second loan is the one where it really counts, I think, sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that the experience of that first loan will help me and hopefully make this one better loan, just with that experience of already going out.
Now, you are versatile, should we say?
Yeah.
You can play midfield. Well, if the gaffer said to you, "Go on, where do you want to play?" Where would you play?
I think either three really. I think centre back, left back, or holding midfield. I'm comfortable in all three. And obviously wherever the gaffer wants to play me, I'm happy to play them, give my all.
Do you know much about League One, and have you been following it?
Yeah, obviously I know football quite well, and Dad's been in League One numerous years, so yeah, I know a lot about it. I know it's a tough division to get out of, but you only have to look at the past couple of years of where Oxford have finished and how they've done to show that it's a club on the up.
It's such a shame we played Fleetwood Saturday, isn't it? If only it was next Saturday.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think that would have been a special day, but yeah.
So there we are. There's one of the new signings, and I am joined by Adam. Hello, Adam.
Hello.
So you are talking about the match sponsors today. Who have we got?
Match sponsors today are Weller's Accountants. I think a lot of people will recognise the name Weller's. They're well established in the city and the county.
Was that a pun? Well established. Is that what you were going for?
No, missed that.
They'll take that now.
I'm just full of them. I don't even know what I'm doing. So as I say, well established in the city and the county. Also have offices in London. As it says on the tin, accountants give a wide range of advice on wealth management and tax advice to individuals, businesses, big, small and medium, well-established businesses that have been running years and years, and startups as well. So yeah, for any accountant needs, please give Wellers a shout. Yeah,
I think that's very important at the moment with this tax year. People have been getting money wherever they can and however they can.
Exactly, and I'm sure that Wellers will be well placed to give you advice on all the money that you've made this year. And not been able to spend it
saying well, and I can't hear anything else. There we go. Right, okay. So last time we talked about the big banners up on the seats. Other ways that people can get involved with sponsorship. Shirt sponsorship.
Yeah, player sponsorship, exactly. It's obviously with the brilliant deadline day that we had as a club yesterday, bringing in some new faces, very exciting new faces. I'm sure you've just been discussing that. Gives an opportunity for fans and businesses that support the club to support us even more by a nice package, which is the player sponsor package, only £200 plus VAT until the end of the season now. Get your company name or family message into the programme and on the website associated with that player, and then get the player's shirt, match-worn shirt at the end of the season, signed, personalised, however you'd want it. sent out to you when they no longer need it in the summer.
Yeah, I've noticed I've been sort of volunteering for the club for a few years over in the restaurant and so on. Most of the players know their sponsors, don't they? Sort of by name and by face.
Yeah. I mean, it was something that we tried to build into the package. Obviously, it's a little bit difficult to just do a simple meet and greet on a match day when the fan or the business would be here and the players obviously here. Obviously, that's a little bit tricky at the moment, but we do try and encourage, that sort of bond. A lot of players that have been, established here for many years. Sam Long, for instance, has had the same sponsor for many years, which is a nice touch. They've supported him as a young player coming through, and as you were just speaking to Kath about, he's now one of the mainstays and the more established players in the side. So that transition's nice, but also, loan players that might not be here for a long, obviously Brendan Barker, who's come on loan to the end of the season, we feel like he has a massive future in the game. So, good to get his match worn shirt at the end of this season, I'm sure. Yeah,
I don't think it really matters how long they're with us. When you think about players that come in for half a season or whatever, and you see now like George Baldock wasn't with us for that long. No. It was a season all in all, wasn't it? The end of one season, the beginning of another. And you look at it now in the Premiership, and there's a sense of ownership from this club who never actually owned him. So,
well, exactly. Like you say, players that I think that's the model of the football club, isn't it? That we get players in, develop them, and then sell them on for good money for us, but then also further in their career. And it must be nice for someone who sponsored John Lundstrom, for instance, to see him play in the Premier League and have his Oxford United promotion shirt from the 2015-16 season. I'm sure framed on a downstairs toilet or wherever he decided to put it.
Okay, excellent. Well, we've talked about some of the new signings, so let's have a listen to another one. This is Elliot Lee.
Elliot, deadline day brings you to Oxford United. Why Oxford United?
It was all come out of, I wouldn't say out of the blue, but there was interest in the last couple of days. As soon as I heard Oxford, I wanted to get the deal done. Spoke to the gaffer. I've always liked how the gaffer's played. I think it can be really good for a player like myself who wants to be brave, take risks. I think it can be really good for a player like myself, and there's a great squad here, and I think they've got a real chance of pushing for promotion, and I want to come and help the team.
You won promotion from this division. It's a stupid question, really, but what does it take to get out of this division? Is it a bit of experience and a bit of youth, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. No, I think I think it's two years ago now we won the league with Luton. So it takes a bit of experience, it takes youth. We had some really good players, but I think it takes a real togetherness within the group, and I've heard there's a great group here. So if you have that, I mean, you can go as far as you want. We've got, like I said, there's a great manager here who manages players well, and we play good football here. Like I said, I'm just really excited to get going and hopefully get a promotion.
A little bit of you must be a little bit sad because you've had brilliant times at Luton.
Yeah, no, there's been some great years. I mean, I went on the first one on loan at Luton when I was 18, 19, and then I came back, and in 3.5 years I've had two promotions and a last day survival last season. So it's been great, but sometimes in football that happens. Things change, and I wish all the boys and the staff at Luton the best for the rest of the season. I've still got a year or so left of my contract there, but I'm an Oxford United player now, so I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
Do you look at our form and go, 8 wins in a row? They're really pushing now.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. I mean, it's brilliant to come in and be a part of a winning team. I mean, I could come in here and it could be really different. Everyone's heads could be down. There could be a bad atmosphere, but I imagine there's a great atmosphere, and the lads are doing great. And it'll take hard work to get in the team, but that's what we're all here. We're all here to push each other, and like I said, the main goal is that promotion.
I must say, I do really like his beard. It's a very neat beard.
It's coming along, isn't it?
He's trying to live up to you. Right, okay, so I'm joined by club historian Martin. Yes, right. AFC Wimbledon, obviously it's quite a history over the two Wimbledons.
Yeah.
But how is our record against AFC Wimbledon?
Basically just cut and paste what I did at the Boxing Day.
Add up.
We were all right against Wimbledon mostly. First 10 games against them, basically we did a feature on them. We did lose to them.
Mm-hmm.
Then they turned it around a little bit.
Did an Oxford to us.
Yeah, exactly. There were 2 or 3 seasons when we couldn't, for some reason, couldn't beat them. And then since then, it's been mostly good results for us. This season, we've already played them twice here. Won both times, although you could argue on a technicality that the first one was a draw, but we beat on penalty shootout. and beat them 2-0 on Boxing Day when they mullered us for most of the game.
Yeah, it was an interesting game, wasn't it? Because the first 20, 25 minutes, it was all Oxford, and then from then on, it was the complete reverse.
Well, that's right, yeah. Credit to the defence and Jack Stevens especially for keeping them out, keeping a clean sheet. But it's performances like that and that earn you runs of 8 wins in a row.
Exactly. We'll talk more about those sort of records in a moment.
Yeah.
In terms of those runs of forms and so on, obviously we did play them. They did play well for 80 minutes, sort of 70 or 80 minutes of the game, but we've got a completely different team out today. They've got a different manager. They've got a different team out.
Correct.
So does it really show much relevance, do you think?
Well, no, I mean, I think you could argue that all games of football are different. Whichever team you're playing against, if you play against them twice in a season, but personnel are going to change, tactics might change. This is a cup competition, so there's that element of a knockout involved in it.
Yeah, we must have a winner this evening.
Yeah. So I mean, I think there's some relationship. You can say, if you hammer someone 5-0 away, then you have to say that you're probably favourites to beat them at home as well, for example. But I think, generally speaking, you take each game on its merits.
Yeah, it's sort of wasn't the reverse of the 7-0 Wigan game. The reverse was a 1-0.
Yeah.
So it was just a different kettle of fish. Right, okay, played for both.
Well, again, just look at the Boxing Day show.
Yeah.
There haven't been any changes since then, I don't think. The most obvious ones are the ones from the playoff final, when we had Danny Bullenburn, Jack Midson, Alfie Potter, Ryan Clark all went off to play for Wimbledon afterwards.
I have 2 played for both, but one of them is an old Wimbledon.
Ooh,
so
does that count?
Well, I'm just using it for this. Jamie Mackey played for old Wimbledon.
Yeah.
He made some appearances. Danny Hilton played for New Wimbledon. He made some appearances. Who made more appearances?
I will have to say,
according to Wikipedia.
Well, I was probably wrong in that case. What I say is correct, obviously. I should think Danny Hilton.
Danny Hilton made 13.
Was that all?
Yeah, Jamie Mackey made 17. It was only a loan spell.
Oh, was it? Okay. Because I always identified him with Wimbledon before we signed him.
Yeah, I guess he did the Wimbledon, then Aldershot, wasn't he?
That's right, yeah.
Went to Aldershot. Right, okay, so we've played for both.
Yeah.
Now we'll quickly do the programme that you don't have with you.
Yeah, the programme I don't have with me here, transparent, see-through one, is still available. We haven't sold out of this one yet. If you want one, email program@oufc.co.uk and I will try and sort you out. This you might be getting access to the stadium, obviously, because I'm working from home and there's no one here usually on non-match days, but I'm sure we can come to some arrangement. So if you want a programme, email me, program@oufc.co.uk. It's a good one. It's a very interesting article about the process of when we sign a player.
I bet I bet there are many tired people here today. After yesterday,
you might answer some of the questions people might have as to why things take so long and what happens to transfers that maybe don't happen. If you know what I mean. So,
yes, nearly happened, or maybe they were second in line or whatever.
Plus, also we have a profile of Wimbledon's manager, temporary manager Mark Robinson, which might be his only game in charge of them. So again, get the programme.
Yes, absolutely. Right, okay. The current run of form.
Yes.
Kath and I were talking, we didn't mention it in the thing because we're not sure what the records are.
Right.
Is 7 league matches a club record?
Yes. Yeah, 7 consecutive wins in the Football League. Yes.
And 8 is matching, 9 is breaking in all competitions.
Yes.
Yes, I was right. I mean, there's no proof of that because we weren't filming at that point. No. But okay, so if we win this evening, it's a record.
It's a record breaker. History in the making.
If we don't, we have still broken records along the.
Of course, yeah. Most notably beaten Fleetwood last Saturday.
Yes. So that was a double history bookmaker, wasn't it?
Oh,
we
right.
beat Fleetwood, and it was the 7th league win in a row.
Correct. Yeah.
Amazing. And you think about where we've been in the leagues.
Yeah.
In over 120, 7 years now. 128 years.
Although we've only been in the Football League since 1962.
Yes.
So,
Yes. Very true. Right. Okay. So we talked about signings a few minutes ago. The third signing we made yesterday was Mr. Barker, and he spoke to Chris Williams on his way to Oxford last night.
Explain the last 24 hours for you. How it's been a bit of a whirlwind.
Yeah, it's been a bit whirlwind. Yeah, I've spoke to quite a few clubs in the last 24 hours, and Oxford was the team that I thought really wanted to get it done. So yeah, I just got a really good vibe, and I can't wait to get down there and start playing.
You have been playing regularly for Rangers, haven't you? So you are fully match fit and ready to go.
Yeah, fully match fit, ready to get straight in there. Yeah, not played as much minutes as I want, but training regular. Match day squad. So just excited to get going now.
Do you know anybody down here?
Yeah, I know a few boys. I know Cameron Brannigan quite well, so it'd be nice to link up with him again. I've played against quite a few of the boys already, so it'll be nice to get in, and hopefully I'll settle really fast.
Did you have a chance to talk to Kamar about his time at Oxford? Did Kamar Roof have a chat with you when this came about, or have you not had a chance to talk?
No, I haven't actually spoke to him about it because it's been happened so fast, and it's all been a bit mad, so I haven't really spoke to him, but I'll definitely keep in touch with him.
And you're joining a side. You're joining a side that's won 8 games in a row. Couldn't be joining at a better time, I guess.
No, definitely, and that's one of the reasons what interests me. They're on a really good win streak, and 8 wins in a row. That's not really normal in the Football League, so it's a great achievement, and long may it continue.
And so, what's your day like? You've been in Glasgow. Now you doing the whole journey in one go, or what are you going to do?
No, I'm gonna drive to Manchester now, which is my location, and then drive to Oxford in the morning.
Okay, look forward to seeing you. See you tomorrow night.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, this is my favourite bit because we've managed to link up. You are in the East Stand today.
Yes, I've changed. I was in the North Stand on Saturday, so I thought I'd change the scenery a little bit, and I'm in the East Stand. I've got Jim Smith just in front of me, and I'm in amongst the flags as well, which is, look at that. How lovely is it?
It is. It's a really good sight, and I know a lot of people watching this will really miss that view. There's a new flag up there today. It seems to be new, a sort of banner.
Yes, is that the Robinson's Yellow Army one that you're referring to?
It is indeed.
Of course. That's in amongst the East Stand now, looking over. So yeah, nice touch to the gaffer, who thoroughly deserves it at the moment, having won 8 games in a row, I think. So nice touch. Yeah,
shall we put a wager on it right here on air? And I say, I bet you a tenner he still doesn't win Manager of the Month.
I think we haven't won it in 15 years or something like that, despite the promotions and various runs we've been on. I think it's a crazy run that we've been on without getting a Manager of the Month award, which is unbelievable, really. History would tell you that odds aren't stacked in his favour at the moment. But fingers crossed he'll get it, because I think he does deserve it.
Yeah, absolutely. Some great performances and sort of grinding out results where needs be. Evening matches, it's a completely different feel, isn't it?
Yeah, it's totally different, and it's even weird at the moment because obviously we're kicking off at 7 p.m, so everything is kind of shifted 45 minutes closer, so timings wise it all gets a bit confusing. But yeah, evening games, I think everybody loves an evening game. Obviously there's a bit riding on this game as well, 2 games from Wembley, so it's all ramped up a little bit. It should be an interesting match today, I think.
Do you need as many layers today as you needed last?
No, it's almost tropical compared to Saturday, so I'm not complaining today. I think you always need a coat of the Kassam Stadium, regardless whether it's August, July or December. It doesn't really matter. It's always chilly, isn't it? But today is a lot warmer, so no complaints from me this time.
Yeah, I think it was 2.5 degrees when I was there, when I was here on Saturday, and it was 8 when I arrived today. But obviously the sun's come down, so it will get colder.
Almost t-shirt and shorts weather then.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
it always is for the Shaw brothers anyway.
They were wearing trousers. That's how cold it was the other day.
Yeah.
What's the mood like down there?
Yeah, it's positive. Obviously, we had a few new faces join yesterday, which was exciting to see. I think they will settle in really well amongst the squad. It's a really tight-knit squad. They're a close group of lads. So I see no problems in then settling in straight away. So yeah, it's all positive. And like I said, there's a bit of an impetus towards this game with Wembley looming over our shoulders now. So yeah, it's game on.
Absolutely. Right, I am now going to show the highlights from last time we played AFC Wimbledon, which seems like an eternity ago. There was actually, a month and a week ago, around that.
Yeah, not long ago. Yeah, Boxing Day, I think. So not too long ago at all.
Well, thank you very much for joining me pitch side, and I'll speak to you soon.
Brill, cheers.
So that was Boxing Day against AFC Wimbledon. And here are the goals thus far in this competition that have helped us get to the quarterfinals. Right, okay, now Chris Williams is getting ready to write the match report. We'll have Martin Brodetsky on Twitter. You'll see the moments you missed by Liam Potter. He's off filming those during the game. And I'll be on Instagram with Kath Faulkner. So keep out for that. In the meantime, thanks very much to everyone for watching. Make sure you go to iFollow and pick up your pass so you can see today's game. Thanks very much. Goodbye.
Following your heart, in spirit, in soul. You make every tackle, score every goal. You're part of it, wherever you are in the world. From the first minute until the last kick. Victories, heartbreaks. You're part of the fabric, the passion, devotion, supercharging emotion. For you, there is only one. Abiding loyalty, togetherness that is second to none. Follow every kick, every tackle, every goal. with access to live stream games and matchday commentary, with coverage spanning the globe. Behind the scene content, newsletters and match highlights. There is no better way for you to get closer to your club. And with iFollow sales supporting them, no better way to show your love. When you can't be there with iFollow.